Welcome students, this is your science teacher Anirban Boshak. This video is based on the revision of your chapter Acids, Base and Salt. So students, what are acids? Acids has come from a Latin word called acer. Acer means sour. Acer means sour. So acids are those substances which are sour in taste. Acids are further divided into organic acids and mineral acids. So acids are divided into organic acids and mineral acids. So organic acids are the naturally occurring acids. Organic acids are naturally occurring acids. For example, citric acid, oxalic acid, tartaric acid, etc. And what are mineral acids? Mineral acids are those which are prepared from the minerals found in the earth. Example, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid. Now coming to the base. So base are those substances which are bitter in taste and soapy in nature. Bitter in taste and soapy in nature. For example, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, etc. Now coming to the indicators. So what are indicators? Indicators are special type of substances. Indicators are special type of substances which are used to test whether a substance is acidic or basic. Indicators are those substances which are used to test whether it is acidic or basic. It is a dye. Indicators are of two types. Indicators are of two types. Natural and synthetic. Indicators are divided into natural indicators and synthetic indicators. Now what comes under natural indicators? Under natural indicators, litmus, China rose and turmeric. So litmus, China rose and turmeric fall under the natural indicators category. Now what happens in case of litmus? In case of litmus, the litmus is obtained from a lichen. Litmus is obtained from a lichen. It is purple or mauve colored in distilled water. Litmus. So here the acid would turn blue litmus into red, and whereas base would turn red litmus into blue. Acid would turn blue litmus into red, whereas base would turn red litmus into blue. Now coming to the turmeric. If we give few drops of an acidic solution to a turmeric paper which is yellow in color, it won't change in color, it won't change its color. But if we give few drops of an basic solution, it would change its color from yellow to red. So, acid, no change in color, whereas in base it would turn into red from the usual yellow color of the turmeric. Now coming to the China Rose. The China Rose solution is light pink in color. The China Rose solution is light pink in color. Light pink in color. So, if it gives a magenta or dark pink color, that means that it contains an acid or an acidic substance. So, on giving a few drops of an acid to the China Rose solution, it would give a magenta or a dark pink color. But on giving a few drops of a basic solution, it would turn into green in color. It would turn into green in color. Now coming to the synthetic or man-made indicators. The synthetic or the man-made indicator which we would discuss here is about phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein. Why phenolphthalein? Because the TH here is silent. So, in case of phenolphthalein, which is a synthetic or man-made indicator, it would give no color in presence of an acid, whereas in presence of a base it would turn pink in color. So, in presence of acid, it won't cause any change, it would remain colorless, whereas in the presence of the base, it would change into pink in color. Now, what is acid rain? Acid rain is that rain which contains excess amount of acid. Acid rain contains excess amount of acids. Yes. So, from where does this acid comes from? This acid comes from gases like carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, and sulfur dioxide. So, when these gases react with the water, they form acids like carbonic acid, nitric acid and sulfuric acid. When these fall on the earth, they cause a great amount of damage to the living organisms as well as the monuments and buildings. Now coming to the topic neutralization. Before getting into the topic neutralization, we shall first understand what is neutralization. What are neutral substances? Neutral substances are those substances which are neither acidic nor basic. Then what is neutralization? It is a process by which acid reacts with base to give salt and water. Acids react with base to give salt and water. Along with this, heat is evolved. Okay. So, what is salt? Salt is a substance formed due to the reaction between acid and base. And what is neutralization? It is a reaction between an acid and base to produce salt and water. Along with this, heat is also being produced. Then what are the applications of neutralization in our everyday life? In our everyday life, we use neutralization in So, we use neutralization in our everyday life. Here we would be discussing about indigestion, ant bite, soil treatment and factory waste. So, in case of indigestion, when our stomach produces excess of hydrochloric acid, so to get relief from this, we use milk of magnesia which contains magnesium hydroxide. Milk of magnesia, which is magnesium hydroxide, is being used to neutralize the excess of hydrochloric acid in the stomach. In case of ant bite, when an ant bites, it injects the formic acid which causes an irritation. To relieve from the ant bite, we use baking soda which contains sodium hydrogen carbonate or calamine which contains zinc carbonate to get relief from the ant bite. Now coming to soil treatment. Soil treatment, if the soil is too acidic, we use base like quicklime, that is calcium oxide, or slake lime which contains calcium hydroxide to neutralize the soil. And if the soil is too basic, we use the compost which is acidic in nature. Now coming to the factory waste. Factory waste are acidic in nature and we use base to neutralize it, because if the factory waste are not neutralized, it would cause damage to the living organisms. Thank you.